So this is a re-upload of one of the videos that got me a strike, and I know, but I went over the video multiple times and I am sure that I have found the joke YouTube did not like. Don't worry, I am not going to repeat it, I'm not going to bleep it out, I'm just not going to say it. I've learned my lesson. With that being said, the rest of the video does not involve children. Children aren't the subject of anything I'm talking about. I don't even say children other than these 3 times that I'm letting you know about children not being the subject of the video. Make it 4 times. This is about college kids trying to get someone arrested and their plan backfires on them. With that being said, again, this is just me repeating what I said in a video some of you may have seen when it was uploaded. Don't be sad though, because I uploaded 10 videos last week just for you guys, and I know all of you haven't seen all of them. With that being said, one last time, YouTube, come on, let your boy keep the video. So I mentioned at the end of my last video, when I originally made it, that I had an update on the Vince McMahon situation I had made a video on earlier that year, but apparently that was for another case he had, and the one I was talking about is still waiting to be resolved. This man honestly is just better off dying. I'm just saying, go read the text and then come back to me and tell me that I'm wrong. But as you guys know, I hate influencer predator catching. Now, before you run to the comments, shut the F word up and understand that I'm talking about people who prioritize beating up someone rather than getting them arrested. Basically Vitaly and anyone he has copied and anyone who has copied him. Skeeter Gene, Gideon, and unfortunately the fat and racist Alex Rosen are the only ones who are actually catching predators without the use of violence at all, and as well as some other people that you guys have told me about. Which proves that Vitaly is doing this because he doesn't know how else to be entertaining. And not even that, he is a literal cuck to his chat. If they tell him not to get the police involved, he won't call them. But because these videos go viral, everyone who has a camera thinks they can go out and do this and their town's predator problem is solved. They think that the guy they just punched is going to go back to their hideout and let the rest of the predators know that there's vigilantes running around punching people like them. But beating up one predator in a random area that you're not even familiar with is doing absolutely nothing to solve your predator problem. Is that stopping people though? Absolutely not. So I saw this tweet by the AF Post, and then recently I saw Gideon post a video about it, which got me realizing that I can upload this video about it again. But it said 22-year-old Massachusetts man beat up by college students after going to meet 18-year-old woman he met on dating app in To Catch a Predator-esque setup. Now, just reading that, there are some obvious red flags. One of them being that he was 22 and that she was 18, even having her Tinder profile say that she was 18.
In Worcester, Massachusetts, authorities arrested 6 college students who they say lured a man to campus using a dating app, where he was then chased down by a group of 25 people, assaulted, and falsely accused of being a sexual offender. The ploy, police say, inspired by a social media fad that they say may be based on the former NBC TV series To Catch a Predator.
No, yeah, I'm sure sending 25 dudes to just beat up a guy is something that they for sure looked at and got from To Catch a Predator. Don't you remember that episode when Chris Hansen brought that dude into a ring and had him do a 1 versus all Royal Rumble match? Like, even if this guy wasn't a predator, if you're just chilling with a girl and all of a sudden an angry mob starts attacking you, you're not just gonna stand there and try and take on all of them to try and defend your honor so the girl doesn't get the ick. You're like, actually, you know what? I can take them. And she's like, dude, this is our first date. Run. Please.
You see on social media all the time, but you would never expect it to happen.
This dude's name is Tiger Ann.
You know, right next to you, right in your own school.
It happened at Assumption University, where in court documents, police say a man was invited to campus by an 18-year-old student who used her real profile on the dating app Tinder. Authorities say when he arrived, the man, whose family says is 22, said he and his alleged date were watching a baseball game in the student lounge when the mob appeared and began calling him a pedophile and accusing him of liking sex with 17-year-old girls.
What the hell kind of retard school is this? Accused him of liking sex with 17-year-old girls? Why'd they even say it like that? And not even that, they weren't even smart enough to make sure the guy knew that the girl he was meeting up with was a quote-unquote minor. The one thing that holds their whole operation together. These guys are either idiots or they don't fully understand the meaning of what a predator catches and thinks that any guy meeting up with a girl he met online is a predator. Like, how the hell do you even get into that situation without somebody questioning it, being like, why is there 25 of us? They're like, hey, do you have a Tinder? Alright, good. Now match with a guy and bring him here so we can make sure that he knows to never match with a girl on Tinder again. Yeah, that sick fuck. Yeah, that. Oh, Mark, come on. We're vigilantes, not racists.
You need to leave!
But what's even funnier about them not having the decoy be the right age, they were also seen celebrating on a security camera after doing what they thought was a good job.
The man told police the group chased him to his car, where they punched him in the head and slammed his car door on him. He got away and called police, who say surveillance video shows the group of students, many of whom were filming the incident on their phones, laughing and high-fiving with each other. In a statement, the Catholic University calling the behavior abhorrent and that they have launched an immediate and thorough investigation.
Now leave it to some students from Assumption University to assume that this guy that they were misleading was a predator. Tell me about the irony in that. Is that irony? The horse's name was Irony? But I can only imagine these guys high-fiving each other like, yeah, we got one off the street. He's calling the cops on us? Now, it says that 5 of the kids were charged with kidnapping and conspiracy. Whatever that means. Conspiracy, that only makes me hate them that much more. I hate conspiracy theories. While it names 2 other students who were charged separately with intimidation and assault with a deadly weapon. I'm assuming when they smashed him with his car door, Def Jam style. And it's like, you guys do know that the predator is supposed to be the one getting arrested, right? And apparently with the way they handle everything, even if this guy was a predator, you'd still be the ones going to jail. But just to make these idiots look like even bigger pieces of shit than they already are, the guy they set up was apparently only in town for his grandma's funeral and wanted to be around people that were happy. This dude was trying to take his mind off his grandma passing. Meanwhile, this bitch who he was messaging was peer pressured into using her account for something illegal. It doesn't say if the girl was charged, but I hope she was. And you know what? I hope her punishment was that she's banned from Tinder and that she has to tell people why she was banned from Tinder only if they ask. And I'm going to ask every day. But I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. If you are trying to get a predator, anyone arrested, and you end up being the one the cops focus on, then you are a failure, a loser, a piece of shit. And hey, you would have thought this was common knowledge, but not even college students have this much common sense apparently. Shout out to Tyre for holding it down for his school, for whatever kind of Asian you are. With that name, I know you got a little bit of black in you. But yeah guys, I did change a few things up for this video, and like you heard, and I said, there was no mention of the C word outside of the times that I mentioned before previously. Also, none of this video is doing any of this because, like I said, they were college students, meaning that they were adults, and there is no rule against making fun of adults. But I will see you guys tomorrow, if not on Friday, because I still have to move everything. Got the motherfucking air fryer, and then I gotta get away from my internet to get set up. But once all that is done, I'll be back. Even if it isn't done, I'll be back on Friday. See you guys then. Peace.